Welcome to How to Reinstate a Company Following Administrative Dissolution. This tutorial is brought to you by the North Carolina Department of the Secretary of State. The most common reasons for administrative dissolution are failure to file annual reports on a timely basis and failure to correct and resubmit a rejected annual report to the Department of the Secretary of State. Entities that are administratively dissolved now have the option of applying to the Secretary of State's office online for reinstatement or requalification in the case of entities that were formed out of state. Filing online streamlines the process and reduces the chances of errors that could lead to your application being rejected. Reinstatement for North Carolina entities that have been administratively dissolved requires submitting an application for reinstatement, filing any delinquent annual reports, and submitting all fees for delinquent annual reports and for your application for reinstatement. The fee for an application for reinstatement is $100. The fee for annual reports is $18 for online filing of business corporations' annual reports and $25 for paper filings of business corporations' annual reports. There's an annual report filing fee of $200 for LLCs and LLPs, whether you're filing online or submitting a paper filing. The online filing process begins at sosnc.gov when you click the green Reinstate Your Dissolved Business button. This takes you to the Reinstatement and Requalification page. Scroll down to the 3-box image links. This takes you to the first step of the online reinstatement process. Read the instructions. Clicking the green File Reinstatement button will take you to the beginning of the online reinstatement process. First, select Business Entity Search, then search your company name. Then click the green button to file a reinstatement. If you aren't already logged into your SOS website account, you will be prompted to log in at this point. If you don't have an account, you can create an account for your online filing. You'll then see your company's information. Read the important information, then click the green button to begin your reinstatement application. The online process will take you through the application and annual report filing process. You'll fill out the application for reinstatement first, then fill out your annual reports. The data of record for your company will auto-populate in your annual reports, but please check the information carefully and update any out-of-date information. Certify the company that you're seeking to reinstate, that you are authorized to file documents on behalf of that company, and the grounds for administrative dissolution. Next, report that you've fixed the problem that led to your company's administrative dissolution. Now indicate if all delinquent annual reports and fees will be submitted with your application. The system will verify the number of annual reports your company is missing and for what years. Please confirm the years and number of reports. You'll also be asked whether 50% or more of your company is owned by a U.S. military veteran. Next, you're going to report who your registered agent is, then enter their street address and their mailing address. On the next screen, you'll enter the nature of your business, as well as your company phone number, principal office email, and recipient return email. Now enter your principal office street address. Next, enter your principal office mailing address. Now you'll be asked to select your company officials. On the next screen, you can use the drop-down menu to select the company that's executing the annual report as well as the purchaser entity. This is also where you can request to have your document expedited. Now the preview of your filing will display as a downloadable and printable PDF. Please take a few moments to review the information and go back to any pages to correct information that's been entered incorrectly. Make sure all documents, including annual reports, are complete. If you don't need to go back and make any changes, just certify that you are authorized to sign and submit this document, then either click on Add to Cart if you plan to add other filings to your order, or go to checkout if you're ready to submit this filing. From the Submit a Filing page, you'll see the fees for your transaction itemized. This will include the application for reinstatement fee and the annual report fees. From the next screen, use the drop-down menu to choose your payment method. You can pay by checking account or credit card. This takes you to the Invoice Details page, which lists your invoice number. Click on the downloadable PDF copy of your invoice to view and save your invoice. You have successfully submitted your application for reinstatement following administrative dissolution. The process for paper filings to reinstate a company has not changed, but keep in mind that paper filings will take longer to process and will increase the chances of human error in your filing, causing delays in processing. The forms for each entity type are available for download on the Forms section of sosnc.gov. Again, if the grounds for administrative dissolution was failure to file annual reports, you will need to search your company name and download a pre-populated annual report. The link to print a pre-populated annual report is located at the top of the company's profile page. The requalification process for out-of-state entities is a bit different from the process for reinstatement for entities created inside North Carolina. You'll submit an application for Certificate of Authority following administrative revocation and one annual report with your business's current information, along with the annual report fee and a $250 fee for your application for Certificate of Authority. You must also file a current Certificate of Existence or Certificate of Good Standing from the state or country where your business was formed. We also have a manual on our site if you have more questions about the process for reinstatements or requalifications. Thanks for watching How to Reinstate a Company Following Administrative Dissolution, brought to you by the North Carolina Department of the Secretary of State.